Meeting of Council, October 20th, 2025, 7:30 p.m. to order. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America. Roll call, please.
Councilman Kambakis?
Here.
Councilwoman Offerman?
Here.
Mayor Martin?
Here.
Councilman Davis?
Here.
Councilwoman Harbert?
Here.
Councilman Russell?
Here.
Councilwoman Sheridan?
Here.
Councilwoman DePaulis?
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Need a motion to approve the minutes of September 8th, 2025 council workshop meeting and September 15th, 2025 council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Executive session, Ashley.
Thank you, Mr. President. There was actually no executive session held by council this evening.
Thank you. And we're in the public comments section under Pennsylvania Sunshine Act 65 PACS 710.1, public participation. The Borough of White Oak will provide an opportunity for residents and taxpayers of the borough to make public comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Does anybody care to make a public comment?
Chris Resnick. I live 2211 Lewis Street in White Oak.
Karen Sheridan, 1225 Clark Street, White Oak.
We're here today for a follow-up from last month's meeting on properties that we had given a list to Ms. DePaulis about. Our main one is the 2172 Lewis Street. We were wondering what the status is on that. Apparently there was a COG meeting in October. Didn't know if any of our council members attended that to see the status of that property. Is there have any information on that? Anyone?
Wait, I don't have an update right now, no.
Did anyone attend that COG meeting from council?
Which meeting?
The October? No. Okay, so this property is in COG. Is it in COG?
Not that
Are
I'm
you
aware
guys,
of.
or do you guys have responsibility over that property, or is it the COG that does?
I don't, to my knowledge, the COG doesn't.
No.
2172 Lewis
No.
Street.
Yes, John, do you want to explain the grant funding?
is being administered through the COG. So the grant contract, contractor, asbestos, patient survey, everything is funneled through the COG.
Okay, so where are we in this process for this property?
Sorry, to clarify, you're talking about the grant that isn't due yet. You're talking
No.
about the,
No, they're talking
No,
about
we're talking
the
about
property.
2172 Lewis Street, which we have had the condemnation hearings for last year. We submitted the legal clearance letter. That was the latest. That was what the borough needed to do. Basically say, hey, we've complied with all notice requirements. We're ready to move forward with the with the demolition of this property. So at this point, it is in the COG's hands, as Mr. Palio had indicated, to get things bid out for asbestos abatement. Admittedly, ma'am, I'm not sure if they do that in bulk, like since they're administering so many grants for different municipalities, that could be part of the reason of why it takes a little bit longer. And admittedly, that process does take a little bit, even with our own demolitions, but everything has been done on the borough's part at this point to move that process forward with the COG.
Even though that house has been condemned for several years, why has it taken so long?
No, it wasn't condemned for several years. I believe we did that in November of 2024.
Okay.
And there's some, processes that we have to work
Have you
with.
guys seen this property? I have a picture. Do
Yeah.
you want to take a look
Yes.
at this property and
We are
see?
familiar with
Yes,
it.
we have.
This is what we, this was in the summer. Now it's all overgrown with grass. But,
It takes a while.
And if you remember, ma'am, this is the grant funding where typically the way that we operate is the borough will submit for grant funding to tear down multiple properties at a time.
Okay.
This is a really good scenario because there were two properties on Osborne Street, 610 and 612 Osborne. There was this Lewis Street property, and then there was a property on Allen Way. all that were under the same grant. But luckily, we don't need to use grant funding for 612 Osborne because we have an interested purchaser that is taking that property through the sheriff's sale to acquire it, and then we will demolish. The plan is to demolish the Lewis Street property and the 610 Osborne Street property, and if there's funds left, Allen Way, and then that interested purchaser is going to plan to go through the vacant property recovery program to
Okay.
acquire the 610 Osborne. So that was a really successful
Gotcha. Okay.
process that the borough went through, but we're kind of held up by the
Okay, our
property.
concern is that the owner's son keeps saying he wants the property. Is there a lot
We've
been coming to that property? I don't know what he's doing there.
we've talked to him.
Okay.
He is aware. We talked to him and his sister.
Okay.
We've talked to them. He is not opposed to us demolishing the property. I know for a while he was saying that potentially adjoining property owners might be interested in acquiring it.
Okay.
He was going to do something with it, but we
Just
agreed
don't want
that
that
he
being
wouldn't.
held up
No,
because of
no,
him saying he wants it, and then
we
it's
have
just
talked
kind
to
of
him.
juggling.
No, we've
Okay,
talked to him.
perfect, got that.
We did provide a list of houses that we
Yeah.
were concerned about at the last meeting, and we just wanted to get a follow-up if any action had been taken on any of the houses. I do see 1242 Clark Street is on the list here, but
Yeah, that's one of them. We did talk about it. We had, Planning and Zoning Committee met and literally used your list as an outline for our discussion, and we, there has been progress with certain violations. I think that, Councilwoman DePaula is planning on providing an update during her report, just generally about what the borough's plan is, potentially to deal with general blight in the community, but your list was addressed by myself and the entire committee of council, the borough manager, and the code enforcement
Thank you.
officer.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
But I know we're running out of time, but I have like
There's
two more
two,
properties
so-
here I'm gonna ask you about. 3188 Jacks Run and 3204 Jacks Run.
We're aware of both of them.
Okay. What are we doing about it?
There is an issue with one of them with regard to, there's a state issue
Okay.
with one. We've been in contact with an heir. That's sort of in progress, is what I will say.
Okay.
The other one is adjoining, and we've addressed that with our code enforcement officer to get up there and address it, but we're familiar
Could
with
I
it.
make a suggestion? I don't know what the responsibilities of our code enforcement officer is. It seems to me that there's some lack of responsibility on his part of taking care of blight properties in our borough. May I suggest that, and I know our police department has a lot on their plate, but could they possibly be taking down house numbers when they're patrolling of houses that are against code? You know, we do have borough codes for a reason, and it just seems like it's just kind of, everything gets muddled over.
I can
So,
assure you, and I think that, you know, Councilwoman DePaula is going to, there's going to be a motion under her report tonight.
Okay.
And council will obviously take action on it, but, there are efforts being made on all fronts to, especially for folks like you who have ideas, who have identified properties that you are concerned about. We're working towards a solution.
This is just a little piece of the pie. There's so many.
Yes,
and
we
it's really
understand.
sad. But I just thought maybe police department could, while they're doing patrols, because maybe he doesn't have the time to drive the borough and look. I don't know. I don't really know we don't know what his responsibilities are to be able to, you know,
Mrs. Resnick, what were the two addresses on Jacks Run Road?
3188 and 3204.
See, that's not my neighbor.
I said,
3150. I live at 3148. 3150 is next to me.
3188 Jacks Run and
Okay.
3204. It's going out. It's on the right-hand side. The guy
Well-
has chickens and
Okay.
all
that-
kinds of stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Chickens are great. No, but you know
I
what
know.
I'm saying. Like,
the
all-
one between him and me sort of looks like a junkyard.
yeah,
Code enforcement's worked on that for a very long time.
that's
He's-
another one. I didn't have that one.
I know. He's appealed that to the magistrate. It went downtown. Mr. Snelson spent a couple days on that. He gave extensions and extensions. It was a $300 fine. I don't know what we're supposed to do about stuff like that when a judge
So
gives
that's
300.
kind of what we're here for, to
Right.
find out what
But
can.
that's an
What
example.
steps?
No, but, and we are, and part of the action of what we're doing is identifying properties for condemnation and demolition, forming the blight committee, doing these things, because the reality of it is, you know, enforce your code. That used to work in the good old days, when neighbors took a lot of pride in their property and wanted to fix the issues. I deal with this in many communities. This is not
And
unique
you
to
also
White Oak.
had homeowners that own, actually you don't have landlords.
But I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but I think that the bottom line is that we have to get creative sometimes to deal with these things. And that is what we are doing.
Is there a committee?
We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need volunteers?
We're
getting there.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. Stay for the rest of the meeting and you'll see.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor's report, Ina Martin.
Wait, do we have any more public comment?
I don't think we do. There's only 2 names on the list. But is there any more public comments? Mayor's report, Ina Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Police activity, September 2025. 17 alarm calls, both business and residents, 7 warrant arrests, 10 total traffic stops, 18 traffic citations issued, 18 vehicle accidents, 14 domestic-related incidents, 1 PFA served, 1 PFA violation, 5 welfare checks, 16 animal complaints, 32 total criminal arrests, including warrants, 5 simple assault arrests, 1 harassment, 8 narcotics related, 2 public intox, 4 retail theft, 2 disorderly conduct, total reportable incidents, 201. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mayor. Standing Committee reports, Finance, Jason Russell.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. The Treasurer's report for September 2025 as follows. Beginning balance, unrestricted account balance, $2,891,058.03. Restricted account balance, $3,786,519.26. For a total balance of $6,677,577.29. Actual revenues, unrestricted account, $570,456. Total restricted account, $23,344.04. For a balance of $593,800.04. Actual expenditures, unrestricted account, $689,425.82. Restricted account, $83,524 for a balance of $772,949.82. Fund balance, unrestricted account, $3,060,044.38. Restricted account, $3,977,675.78. For a total of $7,037,720.16. That's in the form of a motion.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion approving the check register for the month of September, which includes electronic fund transfers and general fund checks in the following ranges: 52001 to 52096, totaling $689,425.82.
Motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion authorizing the following inter-fund transfers for the month of September. Liquid fuels to the general fund, $9,989.41. Solid waste to the general fund, $69,655.20. Post-retirement to the general fund, $3,879.39. Total transfers, $83,524.
A motion on the floor. To have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion to enter into a contract with Keystone Collections Group for the collection services related to the collection of delinquent real estate taxes and authorize the borough president and manager to execute all documents pending the solicitor's final approval of this agreement.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That ends my report.
Thank you, Jason. Health, Environment, and Cable, Joe L. Harbor.
Thank you, President Davis. I motion to approve a one-year contract extension with Shiloh Services Incorporated for information technology services related to our administrative computer system for the time period of October 2025 through September of 2026 at a monthly rate of $752.20 and authorize the borough manager to execute all necessary documents.
A motion on the floor. To have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And I motion to enter into contract with Keystone Collections Group for the collection services related to current and delinquent solid waste collection services and authorize the borough president and manager to execute all documents related to the services pending the solicitor's final approval of the service agreement.
I have a motion on the floor. To have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And that completes my report.
Thank you, Joelle. Parks and Recreation, Julie Offerman.
Thank you, President Davis. I have a couple announcements. The White Oak Borough Halloween Parade Truck and Treat event will be held on Saturday, October 25th from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Sampson Mills Presbyterian Church. Parade lineup will begin at 11:30 a.m. Our official White Oak Borough Trick or Treat will be Friday, October 31st from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. We are having a bingo brunch to benefit the Veterans Memorial Fund Project on Sunday, November 9th. We'll be located at Mary Mother of God Parish at the St. Angelo Marici Gym. Doors open at noon. Bingo starts at 1. $30 donation. Only 250 tickets are being sold. We have tickets here at the Borough Building. Please come out and support us. White Oak Recreation Committee Holiday Craft Show will be Saturday, December 6th at the White Oak Athletic Association Complex from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. For information, contact Karen at 412-965-7909. And we're still having the Veterans Memorial Project Buy a Brick campaign to support the development of the Veterans Memorial. 4x8 red bricks are $100. 8x8 red bricks are $150. And you can also purchase a 4x4 replica coaster. Those are $15. There are details and ordering instructions at our website. George, what have you been doing with the seniors?
Okay, thank you, Julie. Month of October has been very busy as usual. Last week at our weekly meeting on Wednesday, we had a speaker out of the Allegheny County DA's office, and she spoke about scamming and other troubled events. We have our next coffee hour this Thursday at 9:30. Wednesday this week, we have a self-defense class led by former Chief Joe Hoffman. That starts at 1 o'clock. We have our free exercise class on Tuesdays at 2:30 on the 21st and the 28th. And we have cardio drumming on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock on the 21st and 28th. And those are by registration only, and registration is closed. Next month, we have yoga Mondays and Wednesdays. We have coffee hours on Thursdays, the 6th and the 20th at 9:30. Our monthly meeting is November 12th at 1 o'clock. It's going to run from 1 until approximately 3 o'clock. It's a life options resource fair. We'll have approximately 20 vendors in the building, health vendors, legal vendors, etc. Cardio drumming is all through the month also, and that's about it, Jim.
Sounds good. Lori, what about the Athletic Association?
Thank you, Julie. The White Oak Athletic Association finished up the regular registration for their basketball signups. They are still accepting late registrants up until October 30th, but there will be an additional $25 fee. Besides that, there are clinics, player evaluations. Players only need to attend one. Coaches should attend the division they are planning to coach. And there's a list of all the dates depending on what age level your child is signed up for. That's on the website for the White Oak Athletic Association. And that's all.
Thank you, Julie, George, and Lori. Planning and zoning, Amanda DePaula.
Thank you, President Davis. Just want to provide some highlights from the department report for September 2025. The following inspections were conducted: 18 occupancy inspections, 9 occupancy re-inspections, 2 rental inspections, 7 complaint inspections, 15 violation inspections that were for new violations, and 12 follow-up inspections. The following permits, certificates, or notices were issued: 24 certificates of occupancy, 2 temporary certificates of occupancy, 1 temporary access certificate, 4 zoning permits, 3 permit applications were sent to CEA for review, 2 residential building permits were received back from CEA and processed, and 15 violations were issued. That concludes the highlights from the report. The report will be available here at the Borough Building during normal operating hours for the public to review. Next, I have some motions I'd like to go over. I have a motion to condemn and declare the structure located at 1901 Vermont Avenue, lot and block number 551-B-295 as dangerous, unsafe, unsanitary, and otherwise unfit for human habitation or occupancy, and to slate the property for demolition.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, I have a motion to authorize the solicitor and code enforcement officer to proceed with the condemnation process for a structure located at 1242 Clark Street, lot and block number 552-R-155, and schedule a condemnation hearing on November 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m.
The motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, I have a motion to go forward with a proposal from Worcester and Association in an amount of $5,750 to complete a traffic study on Educational Drive for a stop sign installation. There were 3 quotes that were received, and Worcester and Associates was the least expensive of the 3 quotes.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion.
I do. I'd just like to say that that money, I feel, could be better spent elsewhere on Educational Drive as far as speeding, such as an electronic speed monitor, solar powered. If that's out of the question, speed bumps. But I don't think spending money on a traffic study is what I want to do. Eventually, a stop sign is going to go up, or whether or not that's recommended, I'm pretty sure of that. So I just think it's a waste of money.
All right, is this a time to make comment about this?
Sure,
or-
yeah.
Okay, that's a question on the
So
motion.
we have
Question on the motion.
we have a motion. We had a second, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have a motion on the floor.
Okay.
Question on the motion also.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit confused, George, because you said you wanted the stop sign to go up there, and this is the only path forward for the stop sign to go back up.
That's if we take the state's recommendations. For 40 years, that stop sign has been there without a traffic study. There are many stop signs in the borough that were erected without traffic studies done. I can cite 4 or 5 right off the top of my head. I think in this instance, the stop sign was removed. We had no say-so on it. We weren't asked about it. It wasn't researched well enough. I just think it's a waste of money.
But you're also leaving out the part where we have a letter from Gibson Engineering saying that the sign was improper and doesn't follow the law, so.
They are just an engineering firm.
Okay.
They don't live on the street.
stop signs aren't allowed to be used for speed control, and that's essentially what it is. There's no intersection or anything there. So I really don't know if it's gonna pass a $5,000 traffic study anyhow.
And if folks are uncomfortable, you can take a vote on the motion that's on the floor, or the folks who made the motion and seconded it, you can withdraw your motions and somebody can make a motion to table it, or,
I can make a motion to table.
well, we have a motion on the floor.
We have a motion on the floor.
Yeah. So if nobody is gonna withdraw their first and second the motion and then seconding the motion, then we need to take a vote on the motion that's on the floor first. And then if it doesn't pass, then we can make a motion to table.
All in favor? For this motion? You either want it or you don't. You either vote yes or no. No would be in favor, nobody would be in favor of this. So all in favor?
Aye. I think you have to do it to put it up. It was,
If you want to put it up.
Well, but we also don't have to pay for it, especially if the person advocating for it doesn't want us to pay for it.
Hand vote, please, or roll call, please.
Councilman Kambakis.
No.
Councilwoman Hoffman.
No.
Councilwoman Davis. I'm sorry, Councilman Davis.
No.
Councilwoman Harbor.
No.
Councilman Russell.
No.
Councilwoman Sheridan.
let me just clarify, this is if we want to put it up, right?
No,
So if-
this is to do a traffic study.
Traffic study to put it up, though.
To
Possibly.
consider the possibility. Yes, to consider the possibility of whether it's warranted to put it up. You're not taking a motion to put the stop sign up at this moment, if that makes any sense.
I would say yes, if we're going to put the stop sign up.
Councilwoman DePaula.
Yes.
We have 5 yes votes and 2 no.
I think it's the other way
So the
around.
motion fails. 5 to
I'm
2.
sorry, 5
Yeah.
no's and 2 yes.
Motion fails, 5 to 2.
Okay, moving along. I have a motion to authorize the solicitor to move forward with the preparation of a resolution for the formation of a blight committee for the borough under the guidance of the Planning and Zoning Committee of Council.
A motion on the floor, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Yeah, sorry, my last motion. I have a motion to authorize Keystone Collections Group to proceed with a directed sheriff sale of a property located at 324 Circle Drive, lot and block number 650-M-272.
A motion on the floor, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Oh, sorry, that's the end of my motions.
Thank you.
Thank you, President Davis.
Public safety, Lori Sheridan.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. I have a bunch of motions. First, motion to accept the proposal from Briggs Construction in the amount of $16,510 for the patch, repair, and painting of the police station and chief's office and installation of acoustical ceiling in the station.
I have a motion on the floor, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to accept the proposal from L&L Company in an amount of $14,950 for the installation of a new floor in the police station.
A motion on the floor, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next motion is to accept the proposal from RC Hayward Refrigeration Services, Inc. in the amount of $3,000 for the electrical and lighting work within the police station and chief's office.
A motion on the floor, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
The motion to accept the proposal from Shiloh Service, Inc. in the amount of $11,190 for the new computers within the police department.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
The motion to accept the proposal from Shorkey Auto Group in the amount of $35,336 under the CoStar's Joint Purchasing Program for a new 2023 Black Dodge Charger Pursuit Police Vehicle, and authorize the borough manager to sign all documents related to the purchase on behalf of the borough.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to accept the proposal from Holzer Specialties in the amount of $13,450 for the patrol vehicle outfitting.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And last motion is to accept the proposal from Ibis Tech in the amount of $1,200 for the patrol vehicle exterior graphics.
The motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And that's the end of my report, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Lori. Public Works, George Mambakis.
Thank you, Chuck. Month of October, approximately 900 man-hours. Highlights were winterizing the pool, 56.5 hours. The repairing of the sinkholes on Public Road, 299 hours. Pesticide recertification for our men, that took 62 hours. Crack sealing started, they spent 43 hours. Oliver Drive repairs, 80 hours. MS4 training, 59.5 hours. And the entire report is available here at the office Monday through Friday between 9 and 4. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, George. Need a motion to accept the tax collector's report and pay the commissions and fees due for September 2025.
So moved.
Second.
The motion, the second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Engineers report. Amber.
Thank you, President Davis. I only have a few items to mention tonight. We continue to assist the borough with applying for several various grant applications. We provided an engineering cost estimate for demolition of 6 structures for the resolution before you this evening for grants administered through the Allegheny County Economic Development. Secondly, we will be providing an engineering cost estimate for a grant application through the local share account funding for a bathroom locker room project, upgrade project at Heritage Hill Park. The resolution will be due next month. The application is due in November, so we will have that estimate for you for next month's resolution. And that is all I have for you tonight.
Thank you, Amber. Need a motion to accept the engineers report?
So moved.
Second.
A motion, the second. Question on them?
I have
All
a
in favor?
question, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Related to and maybe someone could mention this when we talk about the resolution for the grant funding, but if someone could mention the actual addresses for the structures for that. I don't know if you want to do that now or then.
I know it's not a part of the resolution, and I don't have the exact. I think you have them.
Those properties would include 1901 Vermont Avenue, 1512 Summit Street, 1242 Clark Street, 1126 Center Street, 85 Sterling Street, and 1153 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Okay, we have a motion, a second on the engineers report. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Solicitors report. Ashley.
Thank you, President Davis. My office, we spent a lot of time this month addressing a lot of the concerns regarding blighted properties, met with the committee, lots of correspondence with different residents regarding concerns with respective properties, worked on obviously condemnation hearings, sending out notices, and discussions about the formation of blight committee. So a lot of work being done on that. And that is all for my report, but we do have multiple resolutions on the agenda tonight.
Need a motion to accept the solicitor's report?
So moved.
Second.
A motion to second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Resolutions and ordinances. Ashley.
Thank you, President Davis. First, for council's consideration, we have Resolution 2025-15. It's a resolution of the Borough of White Oak, County of Allegheny, and Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, authorizing the filing of a $65,000 grant request under the Community Development Block Grant Program through the Allegheny County Department of Economic Development, and approving the Steel Rivers COG Executive Director as appropriate signatory for all grant documents for White Oak Borough Demolition Project.
Need a motion to approve Resolution 2025-15.
So moved.
Second.
And a motion to second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we have Resolution 2025-16. It's a resolution of the Borough of White Oak, County of Allegheny, and Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, approving a slum and blight resolution, declaring designated specific properties as a public nuisance and being in a hazardous or dangerous condition as required under the Community Development Block Grant Program through the Allegheny County Department of Economic Development for the White Oak Borough Demolition Project.
Need a motion to approve Resolution 2025-16.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion to second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And last, we have Resolution 2025-17. It's a resolution of White Oak Borough, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, establishing reasonable attorney's cost of collection for delinquent real estate tax and delinquent municipal claims, and imposing the cost of such collection upon the delinquent taxpayer. And for clarification, this is the resolution related to Keystone Collections, the updates.
Need a motion to approve Resolution 2025-17.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion to second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Do we have any new business? Do we have any old business? I'd like to announce November 10th, 2025, 6:45 p.m. council workshop meeting. November 17th, 2025, 6:45 p.m. council workshop meeting. 7:30 that same night as the council meeting. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.